Hello, I'm the Wandering Newbie, Final Fantasy Record Keeper, though a little late this week. Speaking of this week, we have the Final Fantasy V event about Lena and Ferris. Actually, the most threatening thing that Gilgamesh can do is he has a couple status effects that do actually carry over. So if he flashes the wrong people, huh? I was not expecting him to have a bunch of dialogue. Rocket Punch, I believe, still does percentile damage, so there's no real protection for that. As far as record materia goes for this set of fights, if you're like me, don't actually have much synergy weapons, your best bet is actually those axes that you can get through the draw system. And unfortunately we don't have an axe boosting record materia, so you have to resort to just strength ups. Though fucking, I guess I don't really even need it. Gilgamesh is just wrecking house. Not much more is actually going to be needed, so let's just not waste our good moves. Top ourselves off for X-Death. This fight went shockingly quickly. I'm actually surprised that, because I actually had the bonus dialogue at, dialogue at the beginning, that they didn't have any extra throughout the fight. Like in Final Fantasy V. I know they did that for Necrophobe during the one event where he was an ultimate, or a triple plus. They actually had the sequence where Gilgamesh shows up and saves the day. And for each Final Fantasy V character that you had in your party, like canonical, oh, here we go. There you go. There's the line. We won't let you get away with it. Do you even know what I'm trying to do? No. Oh crap! This has a whole, like, the whole fucking dialogue. But yeah, for the Necrophobe fight, for each canonical FF5 character that you had, X-Death actually gave his line of dialogue for them that he gives at the end of the Necrophobe fight. Which was pretty cool. I'm actually feeling pretty confident going into this fight after the Gilgamesh one went so easily. But we'll see. We'll see. Do have to make sure to hit that that holy weakness though. And we'll just blast him with a couple Bahamets with Krill. Yeah, you know, overall the Final Fantasy V crew are all pretty solid characters. Galoof, unfortunately, being the weakest of them, just because his moveset isn't too great. But once they start introducing better and better, like, monk moves, he'll be way more solid. Yeah, Monk in Record Keeper starts off, yeah, really bad, but they've gotten some outstanding moves, such as like a 2-hit damaging move that increases attack by 50%. It's gross. And we'll just have Bartz finish the fight. Yeah, there's the threatening thing. Once you get X-Death down to half health, he does actually start attacking twice. But, you know, for as good as that did him. Oh shit. I don't remember what that record materia does. I think it's probably like boosted bow damage. So yeah, going into this, you know, I've already done these fights Cid Mission style anyway. So, might as well continue on that path. Whoops. We want the power. Not full break. Not yet. Oh, right. No haste Aga from that roaming warrior, so let's increase the speed to 2. Not quad 9s, but pretty damn close. At this point, the fight is more or less won. There's not really all that much that, what is this thing called? Antline? There we go. I was completely having a brain fart for a second there of what this boss is even called. In fact, Bahamut probably does more damage, to be fair, even though it's not hitting weakness. Just because it hits twice. But just as easy as that, fight is done. And we can move on. No, the Cid mission was for the double plus. The triple plus is do as you wish. Oh, piss! I forgot the spell. It'll be fun. A brief brain fart there. So, the tactics that we are employing is we are increasing Omniscience magic by 20%. 25? 20. I think it's 20. And then casting Reflect on everyone. And now we beat down a wizard. And he hits himself pretty hard. Yeah, so ideally, for this fight, you would actually want to bring Dispel on somebody to remove his regen. But, I forgot. We'll be fine, though. We'll definitely finish this fight before we run out of anything. Oh look, he slowed himself. Really, if you actually want to be extremely rude, on top of increasing his own magic, in order to make him deal more damage to himself, you could also haste him. Like, get the slow for the condition, and then haste him so that he's casting more magic on himself. I'm just gonna refresh everything. And yes, as was stated in the chat, if you do foolishly whack him with a physical attack, or one of the many things that count as physical attacks, he will reset the fight. And it does actually have, you know, I should have really shut it off at the beginning. It has a really good, he pixelizes a la the whole screen pixelizing in FF5, and the whole screen goes white, and then it just like everything resets, the music resets, everybody like comes on screen again like it's the beginning of the fight. It's real good. Just a couple of little extra things just to make this, just like recommendations to make the fight go a little smoother. I obviously have a fire rod and a lightning rod on Rinoa and Kefka, respectively. I put my ice whip on Rydia because that's giving them like subtle boosts to their damage. Yeah, unfortunately he does have infinite MP in this game. So you cannot just mana drain him. I do like the fact that he's all single target and you can bounce everything, because that means that they made a boss that requires all mages, but you only really need one mage to win. You just need one mage and infinite time. Come on, Rydia, give me another double cast. I think his magic defense might have restored to normal. Seem to be dealing a little less, but that's the end of the fight. Oh, and he does finish the fight with fire. Simple. Luckily, she does always start off with physical attacks, so you don't have to worry about that immediately. And luckily, she went for my back row. I might be able to get this off before she switches. Hopefully. I really hope. Good, 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 good. Yeah, and that move, the last move that she does, each barrier change, will always be an AoE. I'm a little worried about Krill's staying power because I don't have that many. I was thinking like, hey, I guess I could maybe bring Comet since that's not elemental, but then I figured it's not going to go the distance. I think it's only going to do like 5 damage, and that's being generous. Oh hey, vulnerable to fire. I'll take it. So if you're not aware of what Princess Favor is, it is a, obviously it's an AoE heal. It also gives everybody heavy regen, which is extremely useful. Alright. Hey boy! Here we go. It's gonna get real rude. This is gonna do like no damage, but this next full charge will finish the fight, so it doesn't really matter. That strategy, this strategy, the setup, actually worked out surprisingly well. Considering how few synergy weapons I actually had. Ah, an orb. Princess's favorite just kind of sneaks on, still learning it. That's not good. Alright, got it. Whew. Whew. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's gonna be really bad. Do not counter. Oh, good. Every time he uses like the counter, I just like in the back of my head, I'm just like, could you not? Fuck it. I need the damage. Perfect. Oh, this looks good. Hey, boy. Whew, that was rough. Anywho, that's it for this week's Final Fantasy Record Keeper. What is next week? Oh, I want to say FF9. Yes, I was right. So next week, FF9. I'll see you then.